Hello everyone, Emily here. I would like to do a video of doing a single crochet with the Bernat Baby. I had a few comments that when they tried to do like my video, their ends weren't coming out. So I thought I would do another one, and let's make these ends come out correctly. So this is Bernat Baby Blanket yarn, and I got a lot of barf. In my last video I did this stitch, the moss stitch. This stitch is absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with it, and it works up really super fast. I think it might be the fastest stitch there is out there. So I do have my yarn on my 8mm crochet hooks, the big hooks for some thick yarn. And we're going to go ahead and crochet. Now, you can do as many as you want. There's no specific number because you're going to do a single crochet in each stitch. So you can look at your yarn here, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 here. And what I like to do is I always like to do one extra. Like if I wanted 15, I do one extra, just because this won't count as one. So I'm going to go in this very first stitch, and as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to go under, do a single crochet, and I'm only going underneath this top of this stitch. So I turned my chain toward me, and I'm just going underneath the top, grabbing my yarn and pulling it through. And we're going to do that all the way across. These colors are just beautiful. This yarn is so nice and soft. Now this would make a really nice baby blanket. It's soft and it's just so chunky. And it is pretty big, so when you make a project, it does come out really fast. And I believe in my last video I used a bigger hook, so the stitches were not as tight. So I'm here at my last stitch, and I'm going to chain one. I'm going to turn my work. This is going to count as one single crochet. So I'm not going to go right here into this stitch because this is going to count as a double crochet. We're going to go into the next opening. I'm going to go underneath this V. So I am going underneath both of those strands. I'm just going to go right underneath there and go through both of them. And that's just your repeat row. You're just going to keep going back and forth. But the question was about these ends. So here when I come to the end, remember I said this chain is going to count as a stitch. I just went right in there and I did a single crochet. I'm going to chain one. I'm going to turn my work. So this counts as a stitch. So I'm not going to go into this first opening. I'm just going to go right into the second. And we are going to do a single crochet in each stitch. Look at how nice that is. Oh, little baby would be nice and warm in this. Be something nice and soft to lay on also. Okay, you see that hole and you want to do your single crochet in there. I prefer to do that, and then you can just go into this stitch and do a single crochet and chain one and turn. And now your line is coming out really nicely. So we're going to skip this first stitch and we're going to go right into the next. And we're just going to do a single crochet all the way across. Works up nice and fast, especially when you get your groove and you don't have all this yarn barf. And we're here at the end again. So now you can see here, there is not a space to go in. So this is just where you're going to do a single crochet and chain one. And see, the sides are staying nice and straight. So we're not going to go into this opening here. We're going to go into the next stitch. And we're going to go all the way across. Doing our single crochets in each stitch. And here you get to the end. You went in here, you have the opening here. So we're just going to do a single crochet in there and chain one. And I always like to do my chain one before I turn. I don't know why, that's just how I learned. So you can see that your sides are staying nice and straight. And this is working up pretty fast. It's beautiful. So I do have this opening here with this, but I'm not going to go in there because this counts as a stitch. I'm going to go right into the next one, and I am going to do a single crochet all the way across. This would be a really pretty border too if you just want it to go around it. Now we're at the end. You have where you did your chain one. I'm going to go in there, do my single crochet, chain one, and turn. So you just keep going. Your edges will come out nice and straight. This would be a really pretty scarf. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was nice and quick, but just to tell you how to make your corners come out straight. And I am using a different size needle. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and come back and see what else I'll be working on. I'm still working on this one, which is the moss stitch, and it is coming along beautiful, and these edges are so straight. Well, thank you very much for watching. I will be back soon, and I hope everyone stays happy and healthy. Bye.